afternoon, FMHS. I'm Leslie Paxton.
And I'm Tony Swetsy.
And this is Hoofbeat News. It's February. That means Valentine's Day is coming up again. Fort Morgan High singers are doing a Singing Valentine again. Here's Braden with the story.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. Singing Valentines is pretty self-explanatory. We sing
songs that you can purchase. Now it's split into 3 groups: men's, women's, and mixed.
You can send a message to your loved one or your liked one. Doesn't have to be a loved one.
And they each come up with about 3 songs that we can sing to your lover or person that you want to send one to.
We have several different selections that range from actually romantic to just funny for friends.
Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Forever and Ever Amen.
I Got You, Babe.
Drops of Jupiter.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King.
And a song by Brian McKnight.
And we also perform outside of the school for people who are willing to pay us more money to go into the community. $5 in the school, $20 outside of the school, and there are some restrictions on where we can go and when we can go, so you'll have to ask us. Also, teachers have to opt in order to have Singing Valentines delivered in their classes, and so there are some classes that you just won't be able to buy a Singing Valentine for, so watch out for that.
Don't forget to buy one for your true love.
Do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
Let's take a closer look.
According to the United States Census Bureau, there are 3.7 million licensed drivers in the state of Colorado. For virtually everyone, cars are a fact of day-to-day life. For some, this is limited to only getting rides and avoiding cars while crossing the street. For many others, however, this includes driving them, including many students.
I drive a Ford F-150.
2003 Chevy Suburban.
A Grand Am. The freedom that I have is probably the best part about owning a car, because I can go wherever I want and I don't have to rely on my parents. Like, if I want to go out, I can just go hang out with my friends whenever I want.
You could go wherever you want and go home as late as you want. You're driving yourself, I guess.
However, owning and using a vehicle can be an expensive and somewhat risky proposition. The cost of a car does not end when it's purchased. With maintenance, gas, insurance, taxes, and possibly interest on a loan, Consumer Reports estimates that a small car can cost $5,000 to $8,000 a year, and trucks between $9,000 and $15,000 a year. The Census Bureau estimates there to be over 10 million car accidents a year, with some 3 million causing any serious damage to property or life. Do you drive? Do you not drive? Come vote in our poll at our new website at fmhshoofbeat.com.
Thanks, Ben. What are you doing for the Super Bowl this weekend?
I'm having some chips and salsa.
It's here again. The Super Bowl is back in New Orleans this Sunday. The San Francisco 49ers, led by Jim Harbaugh, will take on the Baltimore Ravens, led by his brother, John Harbaugh. Every year, football fans get together to celebrate America's favorite sport and watch football's grandest stage. Throwing huge Super Bowl parties and having tons of food and drinks in celebration is not unheard of. So, what do you do for the Super Bowl?
Well, I usually lay on the couch and I watch the football game and eat a bunch of food.
I host a tailgating party.
I don't really watch the Super Bowl, I just watch the commercials and eat.
I hang out with John Elway.
So the Super Bowl in my family is a holiday event. I actually have a best friend that comes in from Nevada and to watch it, and we have a gigantic party at my parents' house, and I will be gone the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Our families get together, throw a big old party, rent a hotel room, have a bunch of food, eat buffalo wings, and yeah. Go 49ers!
I take a mascot of the opposing team and I burn it in my front yard as a warning to all the losers out there.
Have a fun Super Bowl weekend this week, and go 49ers. Have you ever heard of a perm? Let's take a closer look.
Yes, I know what a perm is, Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yes.
No, I do not.
Perm is a series of waves in the hair made by applying heat and chemicals.
Oh, looks pretty good with the baseball hat, so I like it. It's pretty cool. I got my first perm the summer before my freshman year, and I've just been getting one ever since. Most of the time it takes me between an hour and an hour and a half. If I want a good one, it takes longer. Well, I was looking through pictures one time, and I seen that my old man had a perm. Then my brother got a perm. It was kind of just a chain reaction, so I decided better get a perm. Oh, definitely. And remember, girls love the curls.
Now I want a perm.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to the Body Firm, where weight training, cardio, tanning, massage therapy, classes, and many products of your choice are available to you. Whenever considering a place to work out, consider the Body Firm, 721 East Platte Avenue. How firm is your body?
Have you ever heard about Chips the Bobcat? Here's Forrest's story.
September 12, 2012, south of Lake Tahoe in California, a baby bobcat named Chips was rescued from a fire by a local environmental crew. Luckily, the crew came just in time to save Chips from this awful fire. Chips was found stumbling around in circles with her eyesight in jeopardy and second-degree burns on her paws. In the meantime, Chips was checked out by a local wildlife veterinarian. More good news, Chips' eyesight was fine. She was found with her eyes barely open due to the heat and smoke, but with much treatment, her eyesight was completely restored. Chips is said to be in great condition and healing up quickly. She's on a diet with about 12 mice per day and is being closely watched and looked after by the Lake Tahoe Wildlife Care. The plan is to take care of Chips until she is fully healthy and properly trained to live on her own in the wild. What do you guys think about Chips the Bobcat?
Legit.
The only problem left is that Chips is in need for a kiddie playground and a climbing tree. Those who are interested in donating money for Chips, there's an organization called Chipping In for Chips that you can visit online. Chips is without a family and a home. If you think that this cat's situation is of no concern, think again.
Make sure to chip in for Chips.
Meow.
The wrestling boys have been very busy preparing for state. Here's Kelly with the story.
I'm Cesar Barham, varsity 182-pounder for the wrestling team, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Caleb Bell. I wrestle in the 170-pound class, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Jacob Fritzler. I wrestle 152s, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Christopher Shriver. I am a sophomore, and I wrestle at 160.
I've gotten some wins, some losses, but it's been going good.
I think the wrestling season is going pretty good. I mean, some of us aren't doing too well, but there are quite a few that are.
It's going pretty good. Just, I've learned a lot this year.
Practicing every day.
Coming in before school to run and keep my cardio up and working hard in practice.
I was just practicing hard. I just practice hard and work as hard as I can.
The duck under.
My favorite move would probably be the single leg.
The shot. The barbed wire.
Place top 4 in your region.
I'm not sure if I'll qualify for state. I mean, I want to try my hardest, hope I can get there.
It's pretty fun. The practices are very enjoyable and the highlight of my day. I'm excited for regionals and state. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Good luck and have fun at state.
Do you like scary movies?
I'm not a big fan.
April took a closer look at the movie Mama.
Mama was released last Friday at the Cover Theater and was a top seller of the weekend. Some liked it, while some others did not. The movie tells the story of 2 little girls who are abandoned in the woods for 5 years, and when they are found, their uncle takes them under his wing. They bring something with them, and they call her Mama. What were you originally expecting?
I was expecting it to be scary than it was, actually.
Well, obviously, I thought it was going to be scary, but it wasn't for real.
It's supposed to be scary, maybe jump a couple times, but not really how it went down.
I was going to be really scared and not be able to sleep. It wasn't scary at all.
How scary was it from a 1 to a 10?
It was like a 2.
I'd say it was a 6. It was kind of scary, but didn't meet
cried
my
half the time.
expectations. I did not cry.
I'd say about a 2. Wasn't that scary. People in the front were laughing.
Like a 2.
Would you recommend watching it?
Yeah?
No.
If you want to laugh on a scary movie with bad acting, then yes, I would recommend it.
Have you ever heard of the play All My Sons? Jennifer takes a closer look.
Recently, I read a play called All My Sons, written by Arthur Miller, the same man who wrote The Crucible. The story questions the issue of trust between family. Why do parents lie to their children? Why do we lie to our parents? Sophia and Carla attempt to answer the questions.
They judge you. Because if you have older siblings, they start comparing you to them. They tell you, why can't you be like him? For staying at school so long, and they would call me and they wanted a note from my teacher and they wanted to come check on me, and if it was too late, like during Spirit Week at Rough and Tough, they came for me because they were mad because they didn't want me here anymore.
Like the parents coming into school because they're staying too late and they're wondering who they're with or whatever for like no reason. I've seen that.
And do you think that's parents going overboard?
That's
Yes.
parents going crazy, yes.
And they say, I do trust you, it's just we care so much about you and we don't want you to mess up or anything. No, because
I think it's understandable.
I don't think so. I used to think that way, like if I wanted to do something and I knew they wouldn't let me, I'd lie to them, but that's what got me in trouble. And now I just tell them everything.
I've caught them, but like it just makes me maybe not tell you everything kind of thing. Like, why trust me, you know, or like, why trust you if you don't really like trust me? Sometimes they don't think they can handle it. Like, I think like they really like defy kind of like their kids. They don't think they can handle things like, oh, they're kids. They don't take it like seriously kind of thing. Don't lie to your parents.
Thank you, Jennifer, for teaching us that valuable lesson from All My Sons.
Are you going to Winterfest this weekend?
I'm going to Winterfest this weekend.
Let's take a closer look.
I don't know, I might end up going. I'm still thinking about it.
Yes, because I kind of helped plan it.
Yes, I'm planning on going to Winterfest.
No, I am not.
It's alright, I guess. I don't know. I would have picked something easier to dress up as.
It sounds alright, I guess.
It's pretty cool. I'm digging it.
I think the theme is going to be super fun and it's going to be awesome.
Myself.
Superwoman.
Probably Spider-Woman.
I'm planning on dressing up like Batman.
Don't forget to be a superhero this weekend at Winterfest.
Hey, have you heard the story on energy drinks lately?
No, I haven't.
Let's look at Adrian's story.
Energy drinks. They're everywhere. Monster, Red Bull, Amp, you name it. These drinks are high in caffeine and flying off the shelves. But a closer look will show this could be the cause to a rise in emergency room visits. In fact, in our nation, there are more and more patients in the emergency room due to energy drinks. From 2007 to 2011, the emergency room visits have more than doubled. But can this be linked to energy drink consumption? One energy drink can be just as bad as 14 cans of soda pop. As for side effects, they can include headaches, seizures, high blood pressure, dehydration, and irritability. Another thing to consider is the ingredients. Some of the ingredients include caffeine, guarana, vitamin B, ginseng, and creatine. The caffeine in energy drinks can range between 70 to 200 milligrams. With all this, you would think energy drinks wouldn't be so popular, but about 30 to 50% of teenagers drink them. Here's what some FMHS students had to say. Do you drink energy drinks?
No, I don't. I just don't really like the taste of them, I guess.
Yes, I do.
All of them. Like Monsters and Rockstars and Nos and Spike and they make me happy. I could run around and be crazy.
Yeah, I drink energy drinks. And I drink Red Bull, and I like drinking it because it tastes good.
Yes, I do. Monsters because it gives me claws, and I don't drink Red Bull because I don't know how to fly.
How do you react to the statement that energy drinks may be linked to a rise in emergency room visits?
I don't think that drinking a beverage is worth having that many health issues.
I'll still drink them.
I think it's because kids drink too many in a day. And if you just drink one or two every now and then, it's not that bad.
I'm shocked.
Good or bad, you decide.
And that's a closer look at energy drinks.
Hey, do you know how to show your Mustang pride?
Go team!
No.
Okay.
How do you show your Mustang pride?
Well, I wear colors, obviously, and I go to a lot of the events. I go to the drama events, the sport events.
What is the true meaning of Mustang pride?
It's just being proud of your school and being like, when you go to a sporting event, it's not being like disrespectful to the other team and cheering for your team and just being respectful to your school.
In what ways do you show your Mustang pride?
I wear my school colors on Fridays, participate in our athletics clubs, several other clubs too.
Don't forget, be a proud Mustang.
Who's that guy with a really, really good mustache?
You mean Jacob Gherkin?
Yeah, that's him, and he just so happens to be this week's Man of the Minute.
Chances are, if you go to FMHS, you've probably seen this guy walking around in the hallways. I talked to Jacob Gherkin's friends and Jacob Gherkin to learn a little bit more about him. Who is Jacob Gherkin to you?
Jacob Gherkin is one of my closest friends. I probably consider him like my brother. He knows my life, and we've known each other since preschool.
Jacob to me is a friend and a cousin.
What is your favorite memory with Jacob?
My favorite memory with Jacob would probably be during Spanish when we would make videos and we were messing around with his chickens and it attacked my face.
My favorite memory of Jacob is when we almost burned down the cornfield.
How long have you known Jacob?
14 years.
How long have I known Jacob? I've known him for quite a long time.
What is your favorite thing about Jacob?
My favorite thing about Jacob would probably be how caring and supporting he is, but also he has a pretty nice mustache.
My favorite thing about Jacob is his mustache, even though I could grow better.
Now let's talk to Jacob Gherkin to learn a little bit more about him. What are your plans for after high school?
My plan for after high school is to drop out of high school and then farm, but if that plan doesn't fall through, And I plan on going to college somewhere. I have no idea where.
So, Jacob, what do you do for fun?
Man, I gotta think about this. For fun, I hang out with Trevor, hang out with my cousins, and Drew. And then sometimes I'll go to the park and drive around a few times. Pick up some ladies. It's a typical weekend.
What's your favorite class?
My favorite class in high school is probably AP Biology because of all the fun studying we do in there.
How do you feel about this being your senior year?
Senior year's been pretty great, but I have to be honest, I can't wait for it to be over.
To many of us, Jacob shines like an angel. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Jacob a little bit better.
Thanks, Leslie.
Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or go to our website, www.fmhshoofbeat.com. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Hoofbeat News. I'm Leslie Paxton.
And I'm Tony Swetzik.
Signing off.